out of their own state today, delaying the unusual mid-decade Republican redistricting effort in that state. We're now in week 2 of this standoff over the new congressional maps for U.S. House seats that could give Republicans at least 5 additional seats in next year's midterm elections, thus staving off any potential midterm losses for Trump and the GOP. Texas Republican Governor Greg Abbott today said that law enforcement officers are scouring the state of Texas to try and arrest any state House Democrats who are avoiding their business in Austin. But today, the leader of the State House Democratic Caucus said his party will keep denying a quorum to be called unless Governor Abbott prioritizes flood relief legislation over redistricting.
If Governor Abbott says, we will take care of the people of the state of Texas first, if he makes that commitment today, we'll be back.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott joins us now. So, Governor, 4 items related to flood relief are on the agenda. When you call the next special session, would you consider removing redistricting from the agenda in order to pass this very, very starkly needed relief for Texans?
So a couple of things. One is the first 4 items on the agenda right now deal with flood relief. Second is during the regular session, there are about 200 pieces of legislation that get passed every single month. I'm asking for only 18 items to be passed during this 30-day special session. They know full well that they have every capability of addressing all these pieces of legislation. And what these Democrats have done, they have turned their back on the people of the state of Texas. For one, it is gutless for Democrats to cut and run. That's anti-Texan. Ever since the time of the Alamo, Texans have stood and fought their ground. Here, Democrats are fleeing like a bunch of chickens. Second, they can address both the redistricting map as well as all these other issues that are so important to their fellow Texans. Know this, and that is, average Texans who are watching this show, they have to show up to work. If they don't show up to work, they could get fired. Mm-hmm. These Democrats think they are above that. These Democrats think, well, they can take the day off, they can take the month off, they can jet set across the country, ignoring their duty. By the Constitution, they are required to meet and consider and act on every bill that becomes before them. They're failing to fulfill their constitutional duty.
Yeah, they are, just to explain for...
You see what the American people, this LG, you see what they're talking about, the American people? Now, look at this white national up there, Greg Abbott. Gotham already put him in a wheelchair. Now, the majority of the people that live in Texas is not white. So you got the minority, the white supremacists, it is over a whole state where they are the minority in the state. Just think about this now. This white national, Greg Abbott, the governor, is a white national, a white supremacist, just like Donald Trump. Now, the Democrats is trying to protect their seat that this white national is trying to take away. See, you're not supposed to redraw the district until after you do the census. But Donald Trump called up his white supremacist Greg Abbott and told them that he needs 5 seats because they know if he loses the midterm, the Democrat is going to reverse all these cruel things like putting people in concentration camp, taking away people's farm because you're taking away subsidies. And just think about this. He want to put the Democrats in jail just because they left the state, because they wouldn't let him gerrymander the map. But look what these white supremacists will do for each other. Donald Trump got convicted of 34 felony. Greg Abbott was winning 100%. Donald Trump tried to overthrow the government on January 6th. Greg Abbott was with him 100%. Donald Trump sexually assaulted Eugene Carroll. Greg Abbott was with him 100%. The court system, the Supreme Court, the House of Representatives, Republican, was all with Donald Trump. Convicted of sexual assault, convicted of 34 felony, tried to overthrow the government, and not one of these white nationals wanted to send the police to arrest Donald Trump. What a hypocrite. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're up against. While they are the minority, this is the time to make our move. Because if you let them become the majority, you through. You through. These people don't care about nothing but white folks. They don't even care nothing about poor white folks. We can never let these white nationals is to become the majority, because all they want to do is take away all the freedoms from minorities, because we don't deserve them. That's all I want to say.